I'm not a fan of anyone under the age of 18, 21 maybe, playing video games where the goal is to shoot police officers. I just don't think that's good for society. With all the amazing graphics and engines and whatever people put into these video games, I feel like you could create a better objective with the game, you know?
I gotta stop doing this shit. Okay, I gotta talk about it because I call out bullshit on both sides. I gotta be fair. So this situation has been going on for years, especially for me, since I'm older. I've been a gamer for a long time. I played a lot of games, and I had this situation happen a couple times, and I had the same stance on it back then that I do right now. So I gotta be fair. Full disclaimer, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm a fan of Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. No, not a fan. I agree with most of the shit that they say. So let's just keep it like that. Just because I'm bringing stuff up that I disagree with him or Elon Musk, because I'm going to talk about him too, it's not going to stop me from calling out blatant, stupid comments that certain people say. And it's not even stupid, it's ignorant. Because he clearly doesn't know, or Tristan Tate doesn't know, because Tristan is really the one who actually said it. Andrew Tate agrees with it, of course. Both of them agree with it. And then what Elon said, I just don't know what fucking planet he's living on. So let's get into this whole discussion about what I'm saying. As you can see with the headline right here, it says Andrew and Tristan Tate slam GTA 6 trailer for encouraging young gamers to shoot police. This is a fallacy in itself because it has no fucking evidence. And I will expect a person who is as smart as Tristan and Andrew Tate to understand to not speak if you don't have evidence. I don't make a video if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why you don't see me making videos on most subjects, because I only talk about what I know and I don't comment on it. Even if people ask me, what do you think about this subject? I would say, I don't know. Let me do research on it first before I make a fucking opinion or say something that just will make me look stupid. Because it's easy to stay consistent when you tell the truth. It's hard to catch fallacies in people when they tell the truth, but it's very fucking easy to catch fallacies, double standards, all that type of stuff when people are ignorant with a subject and they speaking when they shouldn't be speaking, or they just don't understand, or they have a stance on something and they change it later on, like he does, because he recently became religious. So I guess that his perspective is a little bit different when it comes to this stuff, because it still doesn't make any sense because you're not familiar with the genre or the stats on what really causes young people to quote unquote shoot police or want to have the need to shoot police from playing GTA 6. There's no fucking evidence. There's never been any evidence when it comes to video games contributing to young people wanting to do shit in real life. It just does not happen. Let's deep dive into this issue a little bit more because I thought it was a little bit interesting when it comes to this. Let's get to Elon Musk. Okay, so you got Elon Musk's tweet right here, and I guess he was responding to this one dude who was saying a list of games I have not played. Now, granted, a lot of people have not really played GTA. A lot of people don't even know what gamers even haven't even played GTA. To me, it's a mainstream thing that a lot of people played when they were younger, especially kids in the hood. We play that shit all the time, for real. San Andreas, come on now, Vice City, all that stuff. So we know about it. That's why the game is so big, because everybody knows what this game is, and it's quote unquote cool to play it. So literally everybody plays it, but there's a lot of gamers who have not even touched this game because of the reputation behind it. So Elon Musk fell for this shit too, because depending on what time period you grew up in, you're gonna be one of those people who were like, okay, GTA just seemed like a degenerate game, so I'm not gonna touch it. He says this. He said tried it, but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 requires you to shoot police on an opening scene. Just couldn't do it. Now, I get it. It's his point of view. It's an opinion. You're allowed to have an opinion. It's the point that when Elon Musk says you're required to shoot police officers, remember, this isn't just a random person. This is Elon Musk. And I'm a fan of Elon Musk. I actually like him. I like the fact that he's an innovative person, the fact that he's doing shit that nobody else can do. And he basically got fuck you money to where nobody can basically tell him what to do. He's on nobody's strings. So I respect him in the fact that he's successful. But this is a dumb take. Let's just put it like that. So you're telling me a Diablo player, you guys know where I'm going with this, right? So you couldn't bring yourself to shoot police officers in a video game that's fake and that's basically not real. But you can be a part of something that's spiritual when it comes to Diablo. Diablo is about hell, literally. It's literally a demonic game to where you killing demons, or you get to actually be evil like a druid or something like that too, to where you can summon shit. You get to basically be everything that's anti-Christian, which is considered evil. So you're okay with being evil when it comes to that, but you're not okay with shooting fake police in a video game that's a satirical video game. I don't understand this. But the thing is though, like I do understand, quote unquote, because remember, I grew up in the 90s. So I was during the time where Mortal Kombat came out. Everybody knew about Mortal Kombat. And I'm going to tell you why people have a problem with certain games and have a problem and don't have a problem with other games. It's called selective outrage. And the reason why this is even a thing to where Andrew Tate is saying this shit about GTA is encouraging young gamers to shoot police, and why I say he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, is this simple point. When Mortal Kombat first came out, it basically pushed the boundaries. It was the reason why the ESRB, which is the rating system for games, even exists to begin with, because it was considered to be so violent and so controversial that they had to control or make a rating system to control kids buying it to where you actually need an adult to purchase it. That game started the wave. So that's the reason why people were paying attention to Mortal Kombat more back in the day and wanted to basically cancel that and saying that it was causing violence or whatever the fuck. There was a whole thing back on that game. And then when Grand Theft Auto came out, that was another thing. Parents even knew about this because other parents were telling people specifically that you can kill police in the game and that you can get hookers, you can do all this type of shit, right? But that was such a baseline principle for what the game actually is. The game has a story, a good story, mind you. And plus, it's not just about killing police, it's about how you play the game. You get to choose to do whatever you want to. But that's why I say it's selective outrage. The more popular the game is, the more they're going to try to tear it down. And the reason why I call this a fallacy and I call this hypocritical with Andrew Tate is because he's doing the same thing to GTA 6 that he's accusing the Matrix of doing to him. People said the same thing about him, that he's encouraging young boys to be more, toxic, whatever the fuck they got on him, right? Like the Matrix attacks him and stuff like that. He's saying that all these people are trying to cancel him and silence him based off of these accusations and everything, right? And he's saying that they really do not understand the message. They're just trying to get rid of me because I'm vastly popular. You're doing the same fucking shit to GTA 6. You're doing the same exact thing. So I got to call out hypocrisy where I see it. That's straight up hypocrisy. And that's straight up fucking hypocritical for somebody who's so smart. I don't understand why you would say that. Is it because you're ignorant and you don't really know? But then again, you're acting like the same people who accuse you. So I got to call out bullshit. And it doesn't mean that I don't like the dude. I do. It's because I like the dude that I'm bringing this shit up. Because I'm like, hold up a second. You need to check yourself. And you need to do some research on this subject before you open your mouth. Because this situation has been going on for years where people have been trying to cancel games, when people have been trying to say that, y'all need to involve censorship because it's manipulating the youth. If it has an immature rating on it, the game did its fucking job. It's the parents' job now to watch what they're doing. If they're playing an M-rated game and they're not an adult and you don't agree with what they're playing, you have the right to say, hey, you can't play that. You're not an adult, so you can't play an M-rated game. The game companies did this. Why are you trying to slam GTA 6 for being what it is? It's a mature rated game. Kids are not supposed to fucking play it. Simple as that. I never understood that. I never understood why you're blaming the creator and the artist for the user being a fucking moron. If you're a person who plays a game like GTA 6 and you go, since I could shoot police in this game, I think I'm gonna shoot people in real life. You're a fucking nut. That's you. That's a you problem. It has nothing to do with the developers. They're just making a product that's entertaining. And if you take the entertaining and can't separate the two from reality, then that's not the creator's fault. You have a fucking issue. I would never stand against creators when it comes to the people who use it taking accountability for their actions. I would never do that. And I will stay this consistent. I don't care till the day I die. I don't care who it is. It could be my brother. It could be my mother. It could be my father. I don't care who you are. I'll go against you. And it could be Andrew Tate. It could be Elon Musk. It could be people that I genuinely respect. But the one thing I stand for is the entertainment industry and the freedom we have when it comes to our freedom of speech and what we create. You are not going to tell people that it's ruining the youth. They need to have accountability for how they're raising the youth. It's not about the games. It's about the families. And it's about the youth itself. They need to take accountability for what their kids are consuming. It has nothing to do with GTA 6. Regardless of how I feel about GTA 6. I'm all for creator freedom and freedom of speech. I thought you were too. So let's not teeter that line. Let's not teeter that line of basically saying that encouraging the youth to shoot police. Let's not walk that line, because if we start walking that line when we start to down the censorship route, you got to go all in. You have to talk about Red Dead Redemption now. You got to talk about how you can basically hogtie civilians and basically do whatever the fuck you want to with them. I've seen people murder people in Red Dead Redemption in sadistic fucking ways. Nobody said anything about that. Cyberpunk. I'm gonna keep on bringing up Cyberpunk. That's basically GTA 6 in the future. You get to shoot police in that game too. How come nobody ain't saying shit about that? Oh, because it's not Grand Theft Auto. It's not as popular. Selective outrage. Do your research. And the main thing that get me about Elon Musk with this statement is because, like, you guys aren't looking too deep into this, and I understand why. This statement is not as simple as, I don't like GTA 6. I'm sorry, I just don't like it. You know, it's not my type of game. Pay attention to what he said. He said, tried it, didn't like doing crime. He's a very smart person. He's strategic about what he's saying. It has nothing to... You guys need to look deeper into what smart people say. Tried, but did not like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene, just couldn't do it. He didn't even have to say that. All he had to say was, I did not like the game. It's not for me. I didn't like it. It's not for me. It's not my type of game. That's what I say when I don't like shit. Especially when it comes to a game. I would never say, it's not my type of game. Sorry. I just don't like it. I can never get into it. There's something about it. You know, that I don't know. But you specifically said this on purpose because you know you have influence in what you say. Which means you're trying to secretly sneak diss the game. See, most people don't think about that. I hold every single word, especially if I hold you in high regard. I know you know what the fuck you're saying. You know what you're saying. So I know for a fact you chose this sentence very carefully, and you knew what you were doing when you said this. It's disingenuous, and it's a sneak diss. I'm not stupid, and I hope you guys aren't stupid either. I don't think most people are stupid. Yeah, they didn't agree with this shit at all. They don't agree with this shit whatsoever. So people are smarter than you think, especially when it comes to censorship of games too. It's not gonna go over how you think it is. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this for a minute too, because I gotta be fair. If I talk about the other side, I gotta talk about this side too. I'm just fair across the board. If I disagree with you, I'm gonna say it, regardless if I respect you or not. That's how you know that what I'm gonna say about you is gonna be genuinely from the heart. It's gonna be real. So just because I respect Andrew, Tristan, and Elon Musk, I still gotta call out your bullshit. And on this subject in particular, I would suggest y'all stay clear away from this subject, because you have no clue what you're talking about. That's all I got. Stop doing this shit, because if we go down this route with censorship, it's going to be a losing battle for everybody. You can't have freedom of speech without having shit that you don't agree with being on the market too. That's what freedom is all about. Sorry to say.